Good afternoon, everyone. I'm back here again on the topic of how to pick good stocks. There's two things you want to keep in mind when you're picking stocks. It's debt to income ratio, it's debt to equity ratio, and it's PE ratio. A company's PE ratio is its profit to earning. This gives you an idea of how its potential future earnings growth. What you want to do is you want to look at a P ratio, a low P ratio. The lower the P ratio, the better. And the other thing is the debt to income ratio. You want to look at that quick ratio. This gives you an idea of how much liquid cash can a company has on its balance sheet that can be used to pay off debt. You always want to look at, I think an acceptable P ratio is about 1. And Warren Buffett stated that in one of his statements. But I always suggest an index fund, because an index fund, instead of just buying in one company, with the index fund, you get a more like diversified basket of all these different companies within that fund, that index fund. You get some great ETF funds out here that's been like oversold. You can get them. You can just get them like dollar cost averaging. Like one good ETF fund I mentioned on the website was in the healthcare sector, because you have the inflation at 6%, and most of that was energy, food, and medical. So I suggest like an index fund, because you get like and some of them have, you can get them right now. If you go to my website, you can see all the research, all the ETF funds that I researched, and you can see I do it each and every week. I add them each and every week. I add some of the good research funds, some of the index funds.